Hey, what's up everyone? This is Matthew Mayer. So I wanted to make a video formally announcing that I will be hiking the Appalachian Trail here in April of 2022. It's been a dream of mine for many years, and I am finally leaving my life behind in Texas and taking the 6-month journey to hike from Springer Mountain, Georgia, all the way up to Katahdin in Maine. So shortly after I begin the trail, I will be turning 34 years old. And for those of y'all who may not know me, I have graduated from the University of Texas in 2010, hook 'em horns, and I have been working in the corporate world ever since then. I've had a couple business ventures and some real estate work that I've done, and that's really allowed me the opportunity to take this time off and actually pursue this goal of mine. Now, I know that a lot of y'all probably don't know much about the Appalachian Trail or what it means to be a thru hiker, and so I wanted to spend some time during this video to answer some of the more commonly asked questions of myself as it relates to the Appalachian Trail. How long is the trail? Well, the trail is about 2,194.3 miles. It has actually grown about half a mile over the past year, and that's just due to some rerouting of the various trails. And so it does start in Springer Mountain, Georgia, and ends in Katahdin, Maine, and typically takes an average person about 5 to 7 months to actually complete a thru hike of the trail. How many people hike the Appalachian Trail? Well, according to the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, about 3,000 individuals attempt a thru hike of the Appalachian Trail, and only about a quarter of those individuals actually complete it. And so that's typically around 700 to 800 folks that will actually make it within that 12-month period from Georgia all the way up to Maine. So fingers crossed that I am one of those successful thru hikers. What type of gear will I be bringing? Well, to be honest, not a whole lot. So I am a huge gear nerd, and what is referred to as an ultralight hiker. My entire bag only weighs about 10 to 11 pounds, and that is done very purposefully because otherwise you're hiking 2,100 miles. You want as little of weight as possible. And so I'm gonna actually spend a whole other video and really deep dive into the gear that I'll be bringing, kind of go through an explanation of what and why I am bringing what it is that I'm bringing. Next question is, what will I be eating? Well, I will not be foraging off the land, not eating berries or nuts, so I will not be on trail for the entirety of those 2,000 miles. I will be going into town every couple of days, being able to go to a grocery store and doing a resupply. And so as much as y'all think that I'm just gonna be, hunting off the land and living off of that, that is not the case. Typically, you're gonna be eating stuff like ramen noodles, dry potatoes, even, just freeze-dried meals of some sort. And so I'll go into more detail into that in a later video as well. Will you be hiking by yourself? So no, luckily I will be hiking with a buddy of mine. He's a very good friend of mine from university, and we travel internationally quite often. He has decided that he will go on the trail with me as well. So we're both gonna get started in early April, and hopefully the both of us actually make it to Maine in probably mid-September timeframe. So looking forward to have a buddy on there. But the Appalachian Trail is also a very social trail. So there should be plenty of other thru hikers there and lots of opportunities to make friends along the way. A lot of people have been asking me, how am I going to be training for this hike? And to be honest, not really doing too much. So I do go hiking pretty often just on my own. And typically we're just gonna go pretty slow the first month of the hike. We're gonna maybe just hike only about 10 miles every day. And then that way, by the end of the first month, we can kind of kick it up 15, 20, 25 miles. And so we're just gonna allow the trail itself to be its training. Do you have a trail name? So no, I do not. So there's a huge opportunity there for me to get one on the trail. So for those of y'all who may not know what a trail name is, typically it is a name that another thru hiker will assign you while on the trail. Usually has some sort of backstory to it, maybe some joke behind it. And so typically that's what the people will refer to themselves while on the trail. Everyone kind of uses an alias of some sort. And so looking forward to hopefully getting one. How much does it cost? Well, as you'd imagine, it doesn't cost a whole lot to go hiking for 6 months. And so the typical thru hiker will spend about $1,000 per month, or will budget for that much at least. And the reason for that is not necessarily what you're spending while you're on the trail, but rather what you're spending while you're going into town. So every couple days, you'll go in and get a hotel or a hostel of some sort. You'll have to do laundry, maybe go to a restaurant or go out for drinks with the friends. And so that's really what adds up at the end of the day. The resupply and the food that you're getting in town, along with some of the fuel costs for your heating that food, is relatively low. But again, people typically budget about $1,000 a month, and that's what I'm gonna end up doing as well. All right, well, that is about it. As y'all can probably tell, I am just absolutely thrilled to be out on the trail and hiking already. So April cannot come soon enough. So I do intend on posting and uploading a new video once every week or so. So if you'd like to follow me along on this journey, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. So thanks for watching.